forgot to change that
shit. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Man, this shit is different. I could have sworn I had that. You said Dallas too. That's the crazy thing.
You went to the goat.
Here we go.
You want to switch? You can switch so you get your team.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
You want to get your team? Oh, yeah.
Let me see. Hey, yeah, that nigga Jacoby Brissett ain't good like that.
Shit, gotta quit, man.
How the hell you gonna do shit?
You wanna quit?
Yeah.
No, you gonna quit.
How the hell you do it?
Push start and go to quit game.
Oh, that's shit.
How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? Ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I got it come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Putting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, down the ride? You never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard. On the job, you can see that. On my hip is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the breeze. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the breeze. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the breeze. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, it's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 180! Let's go. Great.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wentz. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They do go for it. It's Wentz.
Damn, he threw it off the back, man.
A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
I was running backwards and threw it while his back was turned.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over this one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what? Practice where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
On 1st down, Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. On 1st, they go right back to Howard. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Wentz. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12.
Lefty. Check right. Watch the divide. Watch the curl. Go. Watch the twist.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And all the down, and the Cowboys have recovered. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 13-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Draw play, Elliott. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. Prescott from the gun. But he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st down, Cowboys.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Prescott yet again. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
End zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Cooper was the target there, but it'll be 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, that's complete to Cobb. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run forward with Elliott. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down. Now Prescott on 4th down. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup. First onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Next the score, Cowboys 7, Eagles 0.
Forbath is sent it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. On 1st down, it's Howard. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. Didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Jim.
Wentz going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. To throw is Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. They do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Stay with your man.
Again, it's Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here.
Any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground. They keep on the ground with Elliott. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
From our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Check, 47.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Prescott now. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A final shot before half for Wentz. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Check 53. All day, man.
A first down carry by Elliott. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They go with Howard again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
They'll run on first down. Howard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Play action. Now Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's Wentz. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guy.
And he'll score. Touchdown. Carson Wentz. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's through, and that makes the lead at 10-7.
You put defensive formation, them niggas did not do it on shit. Every time,
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Hey.
This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Kill you.
He did. Michael Gallup,
you can watch this on broadcast.
80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived? Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
No, really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch.
It's fair for this shit, bro. I got down to see that activity right now.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing is Wentz. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He sets to fire deep. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Nigga hit me. That's the only reason why they pass on, right?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start on the ground with Elliott. Room here to run.
Shit.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They go play action here on 1st down. Heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott flushed out right.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right time, throwing it away like that.
Hold on real quick, bro. I gotta get something. I'm trying. Yeah.
That sounds like a good idea. Real though.
I want this cake, but bro, man, I was drinking liquor. That shit ain't gonna mix. Nigga, you right around the corner, you lucky bitch. Oh, you smoke that shit? Let's see some gas on it. Are you ready, Blacko?
I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. To throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete. Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And look at this, it's a fake, but he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and forever. Wentz now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Shit, boy. I gotta hurry up and take off on these
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering force, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, a pick-6, 4th quarter, that is a game changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage to go after the ball right then and there.
And it gives them the lead. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott.
Ooh, shit.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
And an alley to run. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big run there, 29 yards in the first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. Right. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try to snatch victory.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Wentz to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Again, it's Howard. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. To throw is Wentz. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Oh, man.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
You should have caught it if fair catch
here in the
bro.
fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5. And he's across for the touchdown.
That nigga caught it.
Game winner here in the closing stages.
Oh, my
Might
God,
be seeing that one
bro.
on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter
With
to take the
12
lead.
seconds in the fourth fucking quarter.
And then following through, all the way through. Go ahead
Ain't
and
that
throw
a
one more out there. Why
bitch?
not?
Been a great game, and we are not done
Yeah.
yet. Format the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a comfortable victory. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
That's corny as fuck.
Your mom ever tell you not to fuck them 80?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. That one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular
that was the luckiest shit I ever seen right there. If I ain't never seen
right.
lucky
They
shit.
took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly.
Now I'm getting off this fucking game.